What's up, guys? Jake Hill here again, and I decided to do something a little different this time. I'm going to do another room tour, but this time I kind of want to do a little more in-depth, a little more detail. Um, I haven't done one of these since November of 2016, so I've gotten a lot of things since then, and I kind of want to go over it, if anything for me, to just kind of know where my collection is. I'm probably going to do these maybe yearly or bi-yearly, but I'm going to start here. This picture, I got this in Indiana probably 15, 20 years ago, and I just fell in love with it. The Michael Keaton movies have always been my favorites. Um, so when I got it, it was a must-have, and I've just had it ever since. It's a door-sized poster. This is an original one. Got this on eBay. It's just super hard to find frames for these because they just don't make frames for these things anymore. And so I had to kind of rig it here and take two of them and tape it together to get this to work. But I'm pretty happy with it. It's an old original one of the Batmobile, my favorite Batmobile. Just beautiful. I'm really, really sad I missed out on the Hot Toys version. I'm hoping they'll remake it. This poster, this is made by a guy named Kyle Crawford. I saw this actually on another YouTube channel. A guy named Death Count Rises has this. And I saw it and I thought I have to have that. It's so cool. I don't know if it's original or not. I bought this for like $35, but it is on a very thick cardstock paper. It's not numbered. Supposedly there's only 100 of these. But whether this is real or not, I really don't care. If you really get in close, like, you can't really tell on camera, but there's some pixelation going on in there. So I don't know if it's original. And to be honest, I don't care. Because I just love this poster. It's just beautiful. That right there is a reprint for sure, but have to have a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman poster. She's my favorite Catwoman. So for live action one anyway, my favorite Catwoman of all time is probably the Arkham one. So then we'll go into my favorite two premium formats. My Michael Keaton. This is the regular edition. I did not care. This was my first one I ever had, and it was a must-have. This is just the coolest thing ever. This was back when Sideshow was on top of it, and that base, incredible. The rock, the cave, the hanging bats back here that are magnetized. Awesome. That's detail. I love this thing. I don't care that it's not the exclusive because you can't see the hand anyway. And then here's my Catwoman, which I've made a review for this. Love this piece. I think I have decided this is my absolute favorite piece. If my house was on fire and I had to run in to get one of these things, it would be this one. Because I just love it. It's so cool. And my Hot Toys. This is the first Hot Toy I ever saw. And I just remember thinking, like, that is crazy. I can't believe anybody would spend that money, but I want that so bad. It's so awesome. And I just didn't buy it for years. And then finally, I decided, you know what? I want to have a Hot Toy. So I bought the Arkham City one. That was my first one. And then I thought, well, I'll buy one. I'll just buy one and I'll just have that one. And as a lot of you collectors know, it doesn't ever end that way. So I had to have them all. Here's me with the original bat suit, screen used one. I think they had to put a different cowl on it though because the cowls don't last too long, over 30 years of time. Here's the Jack Nicholson. Again, here's me standing with the original Jack Nicholson Joker suit. I also saw the gun, the long gun that he used. That's in Las Vegas. Love this piece. This piece is incredible. This is one, especially if you're a Dark Knight, or I'm sorry, a Michael Keaton Batman fan, Tim Burton Batman, you've got to have this. Got these both for a good deal. I originally saw them on Amazon. They were like $400, and I was like, that's insane. But I got it for considerably less than that, and it was worth every penny. Do not regret it at all. Here's a newer one. This is the Batman Returns one. Amazing. This is actually a lot of people give this movie crap, but this movie is amazing. I don't care what anybody says. This is my favorite Batman movie of all time. I love it. I love the suit. I love the changes they made. The original '89 one's cool too, but it didn't quite fit him, and you could see that they hadn't quite figured the suit out. And in Batman Returns, you could see that they did. And Hot Toys has shown that very well, and how the mask fits him better, and everything about it was perfected for this movie. Love this base. Awesome hot toy. Highly recommend it. And then down here, one of my favorites too. This is the Michelle Pfeiffer Maquette from Tweeterhead. Very, very cool. This base with the Shrek cat, could not ask for a cooler base. Except for maybe the hello sign, hello there sign behind her. This again, that's the original suit. This was in Los Angeles. I don't think they have this there anymore. There was an exhibit, the Batman exhibit at Warner Brothers Studios. Unfortunately, they've replaced it with the Justice League crap, but I was lucky enough to be there when this stuff was still there, and I am so, so glad I went, because it was just, for me, it was mind-blowing. And I've got, I think these are 1/50th scale? I can't remember. But I have tried to get as many of them as I could. Here's just a model of the cars. This is one of the original ones from the movie. Unfortunately, the picture with me with the cars came out blurry, because that's how that goes, you know. Okay. And these are my two of my exclusives. I have Christian Bale. I've done videos of these as well. You know, I like these, but definitely not my favorites. They're a little too small. The bases are a little boring and plain. My Joker, unfortunately, I broke it in my video, as some of you may have seen. And then while I was fixing it and gluing it, I broke it again. As you can see right here, there's a piece missing. All I did was set it up on my lap for a second, and I heard it snap. So you really gotta be careful when you're handling these things. Still not super crazy about the Joker. I like him, but is he worth $500? Not so sure. As you can see, I'm displaying both of them with their regulars and not their exclusives. And here, got the DX12. I fought with myself for a long time if I wanted the Anne Hathaway Catwoman. I like the Anne Hathaway Catwoman, but I don't love her, you know. That's kind of how I feel about it. But it belongs in my collection, and it was bothering me for a long time not having it. So I finally pulled trigger and got it, and I'm so glad I did, because she looks so good with him, you know. Like they're just getting ready to go out and do something. They look great together. This here, this took me forever to get, because the price on this has just jumped through the roof. It's impossible to get for a decent price. This is the DX11. Awesome, incredible piece. This is better than the premium format, and that's ridiculous because it wasn't near as expensive. But I had to buy this with no box, and basically this is basically exactly how I bought it, because I just had to have it. It's too cool to not have. And I'm so glad I did. I'm missing a lot of the other stuff, but it's fine, because this is probably pretty much how I would have displayed him anyway. So very happy that I have him and that I got him for the price that I did, because this guy goes for ridiculous prices on eBay. Here, got myself a Bane too. Had to have him in my collection. Really cool piece. Very nicely done. This is another one, actually, that's gone up quite a bit on eBay. Surprisingly, quite a bit. And he is a very nice piece. Highly recommended. Very cool. I don't know if he's worth $400 or $500, but he's definitely very cool. Okay, and I still need to get something for down there. I want a Two-Face or a Scarecrow, so eventually. And here, this is where I keep my more vintage, or, you know, just kind of my NECA stuff. There's like an original Catwoman. I had that when I was a kid. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I had when I was a kid and I've lost. Or stuff that I wanted when I was a kid and never got and bought as an adult. But this is kind of my Michael Keaton section. I have everything kind of categorized in my collection. It drives me nuts. I mean, I love to watch everybody else's collection on YouTube. It's awesome, but it just drives me crazy when people put Predator with Back to the Future, with Terminator, and with things that just don't make sense together. I love to see them, they're amazing, but for me, it drives me crazy when things aren't organized, you know, in a way that makes sense to me anyway. Okay, and here's my Arkham section. I love the Arkham games. They're just perfection for me. That's the original poster you got with the limited edition version of the first game. it's funny because I went from not really being interested in these games when they first were announced. I thought, oh, it's going to be another licensed Batman game, big deal. But man, I downloaded the demo because it's Batman. Had to give it a shot, and I just fell in love. I went from not wanting to buy it to having to have the limited edition version that quickly. Up here, I have Maurice LaMarche's autograph. I met him at Comic-Con recently. He seemed like a super cool guy. He seemed like he actually wanted to meet his fans. He actually wrote, it says up there, "You are in my world now, Batman. Maurice LaMarche, Mr. Freeze." Awesome. Here I have Wally Wingert. He plays the Riddler, and the best Riddler ever, in my opinion. Absolutely amazing. I actually emailed him. You can go to his website and you can talk to this guy. He's that cool. He likes to talk to his fans. And so I sent him a message and I was like, hey, love your interpretation. I think you're great. Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, sure, I'll send you an autograph. So he did. Sure enough, he did. About a week later, he sent it to me in the mail. Super cool guy. He also is a Batman collector. He also has videos on YouTube of his own collection, and he has quite a collection. You guys should check that out, because that dude loves Batman as much as I do, or you guys do. But, which is cool, because he's the Riddler. It's got a lot of Harley stuff. I love this classic suit Harley. I really hope Prime 1 does something like that. That would be awesome. This is my absolute favorite Catwoman. This Catwoman right here, there's only 500 of these that were made in color. This is the GameStop exclusive version. Super cool. Absolutely. I saw it. I couldn't find it anywhere on eBay. You just couldn't find it. And then one day, my local comic shop just had it in a case. And I was like, I will go get cash right now and give it to you for that. So I did. I went straight to the bank and came back and got it. And I'm so glad because I love it. Very cool piece. It's not numbered though, which is unusual. But I don't care. I know that it's hard to find because I've tried to find it and it's really hard. Here I got my Red Hood. I bought 2 of these originally from before it got really expensive. And because I bought it for myself and it was crushed, so I sold that one. And I have my nicer one here. I'm not selling that one because that one's for me. That Riddler is actually gone too. Oh, here I have Nolan North's autograph. I met him last year too. Super cool guy. He just wanted to talk to everybody.